And then I ended up with a binge eating disorder. And then it went from there. I never went back to the gym after COVID. And everyone's a coach. Like they'll do a diet and get in good nick, bearing in mind someone else got them in good nick, told them what to do. And then they're like, I'm a coach now. And it's just like, yeah, but you're not though, are you?
160. So I'm paying my 160 a month.
Yeah.
What do I get for my money?
I think the hardest thing is spinning all these plates. I do think it's spinning all the plates and your mind's constantly racing. And I go through it probably once a month where I go, I literally say to myself, fuck this shit. I'm just going to get a normal job.
Hi, and welcome to Shiatsu Shane's Method. It's a new channel and we're doing something totally different. We're doing this like a podcast. Well, it is a podcast, right? And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Shane. I'm known as Shiatsu Shane. I've been a therapist now for, I think, 17, 18 years. I built up my own clinic. I'm also a YouTuber, an ASMR artist, a coach, and I'm looking at trying to help more therapists like myself and people who are just in the wellness business. So joining me on the first episode of, I don't even know what to call this yet, but joining me is Daisy. Now Daisy, I've known Daisy a long time now, got me coming up to 6-7 years. And she's been a model on my YouTube channel quite a lot of times over the years. And I think it's probably better to say, Daisy, do you want to introduce yourself, who you are, and a little bit about you?
Yeah, so my name is, of course, Daisy. I have been a coach, a female fat loss coach and fitness coach for the past, it's all I've ever known. I started off as a PT probably about 10 years ago, and then I've been an online coach for about 5. So that is me, and that is what I do.
So let's go back to the beginning.
Oh,
Right, back to the beginning. What made you become a PT in the first place? Because that's how it all began, isn't it?
it did, and funnily enough, you wouldn't believe this, but I didn't like exercise when I was younger.
No?
I didn't like gym, no, didn't enjoy it at all. And I went there one day on a whim, and I decided I liked it. So that's where it started. That's where the gym started. And then I got offered a job working in a gym, just behind reception.
So up until that point, you were just going to the gym, doing your thing, and you got offered a job.
Yeah, work just on counter. And I thought, yeah, I enjoy being in that environment. I quite like it here. So then I started working behind counter, and then it was like, do you want to do a PT course? I thought, yeah, go on then. Did my PT course, and then went self-employed after I'd completed it.
So how old were you when you started working in the gym?
I must have been around the age of 19, 20.
So realistically, the fitness industry is all you've ever known.
Yes.
Literally, that is everything you've known. You've just done fitness from the off.
Yeah, I worked in a call centre for a year when I was about 17 to 18. Did like waitressing, you know, all them little jobs that you do when you're a bit younger. And that is the only proper job that I've had.
Right, so you went from being on reception to they trained you up to be a PT.
Yeah, so I started doing my PT course. And obviously I was getting into fitness myself at this point. And I thought, well, I've got some muscles growing here. I might compete. So I jumped into bodybuilding.
I've seen the pictures where you competed.
Yes, yeah.
You were very lean in them pictures.
And then it all went downhill.
Then you went puffy, didn't you?
Puffy? I think that's an understatement, Shane. I gained a lot of weight.
Why? Why do you think that happened then?
Because when you bodybuild, your life is bodybuilding. You eat the same stuff, very restrictive on your diet. You don't go out and have a life. You live for it.
Yeah.
You get in good shape.
So how long were you doing that hardcore bodybuilding to get on stage?
It must have been about 20 plus weeks for my first show.
Right.
And then I did that show, gained a bit of weight. I thought, I want to compete again. So carried on dieting, did another show. And then I ended up with a binge eating disorder.
Wow.
And that's why I got puffy.
And you ballooned up, didn't you?
Yeah. And then I struggled for a good year.
Right.
Being able to eat normal.
But going through that eating disorder, you were still working as a PT.
Yeah. And I felt like a right fraud.
Yeah. But then, presumably, your clients had seen you when you were dead lean.
Yeah. They'd seen me lean, and then they'd seen me a month later in the worst shape I'd ever been in.
I've got to admit, I once saw a girl, and she was about to get on stage. She'd like, literally the day before, and she lost it and just started binge eating. And then she weirdly just blew up. Yeah. Right? Like mental, like her belly were out here and everything. And like she was badly ill for weeks after that. Yeah. Badly ill.
It's, this is why the way I coach women now is very different.
Yeah.
Because I would never recommend anyone doing anything that is restrictive, because the backlash is bad. And a lot of people are getting ready for their holidays now, as you know. Yeah, it's that time of year, isn't it? Restricting, you know, you do but your big cut for holiday, and then you come back and you're fatter than what you were when you started. And that's normally because you're going too hard with it.
I've been saying I'm going to do a cut now for about 8 years and I haven't started. But anyway, so obviously that was then.
Yeah.
What made you realise that doing one-to-one sessions with people in the gym wasn't going to be your long-term plan?
That's a good question, actually. COVID forced me hand a little bit.
Right.
Because the gym's shut, and I thought, oh dear.
So up until COVID, you were an in-gym PT?
In gym, working all the hours on the gym floor.
Happy to do that?
Yeah and no.
Right.
Because there was a gap in what I did. When you're a PT, you're on a gym floor, you have that hour with that client. And I'm showing you
like what I do.
Yeah.
I've got an hour with my client. We do my treatment. We have a chat.
Off you pop.
Off the pop. Pay me. See you next week.
Yeah, a bit like that. But then it's not that hour in gym that's the most important thing when it comes to, and like for yourself, for your clients, you know, it's what you do with all the other hours in the week that's important. So getting that support on a daily basis, you know, where someone's actually saying, yeah, that's a good job, make sure you do this, tweak that, change this. They don't get that when it's an hour at a gym. So once I noticed that, obviously I was off work and I thought I need to do something online. Started with some little boot camps, you know, on Zoom. And then I was like, I might do a little program like an 8 week.
I think I remember you doing the boot camps. I remember seeing them advertised.
Yeah, I did them. I did them online first. Then when we were allowed to all meet up again, did them on a park. Yeah. And they continued online. And I just thought, I'm going to do a course because I feel like I can give so much more by being online, and they can get such a better service. And then it went from there. I never went back to the gym after COVID. I never went back. Obviously, I went back to train, but I never went back to work again. Done.
Never went back to work. Do you feel like you're working anymore?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you work?
I feel like I work more now than what I did then.
I know like you've, but all right, so you probably work more because I feel like I work more. I feel like I never stop working.
Yeah.
But do you feel like you've got a proper job?
I mean, some people might say no.
Because sometimes I think, oh, I should get a proper job, me.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I go through that mental process like, should I get a proper job?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I've not got a proper job, but then I feel like I've got all the jobs at the same time.
There's a lot, obviously, when you're running your own business, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it, isn't there?
You have every hat. You are a marketer, an editor, you name it. You're the therapist, you're the coach, you're the this. You are everything. And it's not easy.
So, you know, when you made that move, obviously your hand was forced.
Yep.
Right? And you kind of had to do it. But at any point, did you think, I'm not sure this is the right call, it'll be easier to go back to the gym?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, like, once COVID were over, and you'd done your boot camps, and maybe you'd done a couple of your fat loss programs, did you think, actually, now gym's open, I'll just go back and be a normal PT, say?
Part of me did, but because I've got a taste for that, like the online side of it, and I saw the progress that clients were making online, and it were better than what they were getting from the gym sessions solely. I thought, do you know what? This is going to be better for clients and better for me as well.
So, your business model, because I've seen it over the years, and I sometimes think, oh, I want to join that. But it's actually for women, isn't it?
Predominantly, yes.
Predominantly women.
I am a female fitness coach, yes.
So what you do is you take, from my understanding, I could be wrong, you take a group of women at a time, and then maybe over a set period of time, you help improve, I'm not going to say help make them lose weight, but you help improve their wellness, because from my understanding, it's not just about, right, you're joining up to lose fat, it's joining up to improve your diet, your mental state, your relationship with food. There's a lot of different elements in there. So is that how you describe your business?
There's 2 prongs.
Right.
There's the group, which is what you've just gone, that one.
Yeah.
It's a set period of time and they go through a bit of a process. There's support there, but it's not as tailored, but there's still a path to follow.
Yeah.
And then there's one-to-one, which is obviously I am on your back and I am there annoying you on a daily basis, but keeping you accountable and make sure you're doing what you got to do. But each of them are not just fat loss. Obviously, everybody loves the words weight loss, don't they?
Yeah.
So then when I'm advertising, a lot of it,
buzzword.
yeah, it's weight loss. But the actual picture is, what does that female want to achieve? It could be better health. They could be going through menopause. They could have had a baby and they want to feel better about themselves. You know, it doesn't have to be, I want to lose weight, I want to lose fat, because feeling good means something different to everybody. So it's what they want.
So with your fat loss group,
Yep.
how many people do you take on at a time, and how long do you run that for?
So the reshape challenge, you like that? Reshape, because we're reshaping.
Reshape.
Reshape Shane. It is for
That sounds good.
Reshape Shane.
Reshape
I like that one. It's for 12 weeks, and normally there is a cap of 15. I might push it to 20. It depends, but there's always 15 spaces available.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how long I was for.
And then from there, I imagine a certain percentage of them move on to becoming one-to-one clients.
That is the progression, yeah.
And that's the goal for you. In an ideal world, them 15 people, they've learned a bit, and then they want to continue coaching with you, though.
Yeah, because the 12 weeks, you're going to get towards your goal and you're going to do a good job. Like if your goal is fat loss, because that is predominantly fat loss, that 12-weeker,
Yeah.
you know, that you can build muscle in that time, but you're not going to probably see massive changes, muscle building in 12 weeks. But they'll get enough to get really good results. But then it's like that next stage is like, right, now we need to get more specific on stuff to achieve these really specific goals and things that you've got. So that is the natural progression, is to go from there, get some good results, and then let's take it that way. Let's take it further.
So, and the good thing about your business aspect is you can do it from anywhere in the world, can't you?
Yeah.
So, a couple of years ago, you went travelling, didn't you? You did a year travelling around New Zealand, enjoying life. Did you keep up the coaching then?
Yeah.
And were you doing the both elements of it? Because I can't remember seeing many posts about it.
Yep.
But you were still doing it. You were still running a business, even though you were gallivanting around New Zealand, enjoying life.
Yeah. It weren't easy, because the time zone difference as well you've got. So I was 12 hours, I think it's ahead. So that was a bit squiffy.
And then how did it work for the social aspect of it? Because there's got to be a time, because I know you travelled around with a group, didn't you?
So I went for 5 weeks, and that's when I travelled. I came back home for 2 months, and I went back and lived there for 8 months.
Of course, yeah.
The 8 months was a little bit easier because I was living there. So I was being normal, like normal routine. But the 5 weeks of travelling, I was on a bus trip with like 21 other people, hopping every single day from place to place.
And were you still like jumping on laptop and trying to do bits?
I was getting my alarm on for about 5 in the morning before everybody else woke up to sit on my laptop, to do the content for the day, make sure everything was ready, message people back, and do all the stuff I had to do.
And it's interesting you just mentioned content, because you do put quite a bit of content out on social media, don't you?
Yeah.
You actually have various characters as well, don't you?
Yes.
So what are they called again?
Jean and Sandra.
Jean and Sandra. And they're like little comedy skits, aren't they?
Yes, they are the dieting duo.
the dieting duo, right?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen much of them lately, to be honest.
No, it's funny you say that. I filmed Jean and Sandra yesterday, so Jean's coming back.
Is Jean coming
Yeah,
back?
she's one with Sweatband.
Ah, yeah, cool. So what you did is you basically created two characters that you use on social media that's a little bit like a comedy sketch.
Yeah.
And it's sort of poking fun at the sort of weight loss industry, isn't it?
Sort of. It's more, do you know everything that I've tried or that I've seen other people try?
Yeah.
They kind of are acting out those silly things that we've done to lose weight. So it is sort of poking fun, but it's more highlighting like reality.
And what is the silliest thing you've seen someone do to lose weight?
Oh my God, put me on the spot. Laxatives to start. That's stupid.
Shit yourself?
Shit yourself. I'm going to shit myself skinny.
Yeah, that's not going to work, is it?
No. Fat burners, them T3 fat burners that make you look like you've got Parkinson's disease. Not a good idea.
Makes people shake, doesn't it?
Yeah, low calories in general. I heard some, and I don't know if anybody's ever done this, but I think they have. Cling film.
They do it in that
Dough.
film, Full Monty.
Cling film like a chicken drumstick,
Full
Gerald.
Monty.
Like a chicken drumstick, Gerald.
Is it sweatbox with that on?
Yeah.
But to a degree, I sort of get where they're coming from. Because boxers do it.
Yeah, it's for water weight though, innit? It's not for body fat.
When they're trying to cut weight, leading up to a fight, they'll put a sweatsuit on and they'll run on a treadmill in what is essentially tinfoil. And they'll be just dripping with sweat.
Yeah.
They lose a lot of water. But yeah, you're not going to lose any body fat, are you?
No, you're losing water, not body fat.
Absolutely, which is terrible, isn't it? Let's get back to the business aspect of it now.
Mm-hmm.
What were the first thing you did when you sort of went online? I know you said about the Zoom, but how did you transition from Zoom to the online coaching?
That's a good one. It's been a while now, so thinking back, I actually didn't know where to start. I didn't know what to do. I thought, how do I make this business online? So I did some courses actually, just for like how to run a program, like where to host it, what to do, what systems do I need in place. And it started off pretty crap. It was like Google Sheets, basic stuff. And then I got an app, basic, not that good. Now I've got a new app, but it's really good. It's customizable. So it's like been a transition.
I will say that the stuff now that you've got for online coaching, because I've seen some stuff that like PT use, and they've got every exercise on the truck that they can give to people. And then you've got apps that are like, I don't know, monitor your body composition and stuff like that. So the apps now that for you as an online coach must be getting insanely good.
Yeah, I think it's more for me, it was something that was customizable. I didn't just want like, if you had the app as a coach and I'm a coach, I don't want our clients having the same
thing, yeah.
I want to be able to put custom stuff.
So what app do you use now then?
Everfit is what I use now, yeah.
And what sort of money are we talking at? Is it expensive?
Well, I've got a couple of upgrades on mine because there's certain things, like, you know what it's like, you have a tiered system, don't you? If you want extra stuff, it's more. So I think mine's about £120 a month for that, because I've got like an on-demand section as well, and that's where they add more money on for on-demand. And then if you want recipe books, it's more, and all this sort of stuff.
So what's the on-demand part? So
the on-demand is a section of resources. Right. So some of it's like training plan, extra training plans, extra guidance on nutrition. There might be some recipe books in there, some example meal plans in there. Some
of these things that you've put in there then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you built up. So basically it comes just like a basic package that you build up and you customize and you add your own content around it for your clients to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And for that it costs you 120 quid a month.
Yeah.
So it's not cheap, is it? But you're not paying a gym either, are you?
True, and that was not cheap.
I mean, as a PT, you've got to pay the gym. I don't know what the pay is. It a percentage?
When I was working at the gym, it was £500 a month.
Just a flat rate.
Yeah, it wasn't for a client over like that.
So if you don't graft and get them clients in,
that's before you take any money home. You're £500 down.
You're 500.
I mean, I have to pay extra for each block of clients as well. So I think if it like goes over 30, you pay more, or 40, or do you know? So there is that tiered system online with the app, but at the gym though, it's not a tiered system of like, if you've got 10 clients, it's this. If you got, it's 500 quid.
See, like for me, what I do, if somebody's working here with me, I charge them 20% of whatever they make.
Yeah.
But obviously in the gym,
I mean, that would have been a lot better.
500 quid.
That would have probably been a lot better. Because then if you're a new PT,
and you're just getting started.
It's
difficult, isn't it?
They might give you a 2 month like leeway. It's like for 2 months you don't pay out, but then after that you smack on 500.
Sure. Like when it comes to getting clients, how do you get clients? How did you get to your first 5 clients when you first started? How did that happen?
Remember, it's been a long time ago, so I'm not sure. It was probably.
How long has it been? What, COVID? So what's that now? 4 years? 5 years?
Probably about 5 years, yeah. I think most of mine did come from online, Facebook, Instagram. I did some boot camps in the local area, so it came from people who like knew me from that, previous clients from the gym. So that's where it sort of started. But then over time now, it's mainly word of mouth.
Yeah,
is one of them. And Instagram, sometimes Facebook, but I'm not massive on Facebook.
So you said you're launching one at the minute, yeah?
It's coming up to it, yeah. It'll be what
Reshape?
Reshape will be launching again in about 5 or 6 weeks, yeah.
5 or 6
Next
weeks,
one.
right? Have you got anyone signed up yet?
No, we don't sign people up just yet.
Do you not?
No, so now's the time where I'm starting to get all the emails together, start planning the content for it.
When you say the emails together, will you be emailing all your previous people that have previously done these, but then not signed up to the one-to-ones?
It will go out to a priority list, so people will have to register to say they're interested.
Oh, so what you'll do is you'll go on social media and say, look, 12-week plan starting soon. DM this, and I'll put you on
your
the list.
And then they'll get the information, because those people will get an early bird discount.
Right.
So that's a reward.
So what's your actual social media plan to bring all them people on board? What will you do? So you'll do posts that basically invite them, and like say, DM me and I'll put you on the priority list.
Yeah.
But what else will you do? What's your plan?
So there will be obviously content, various content, not just like advertising it, but reels and skits and things like that. Email marketing, so my email list, the whole list will get an email to say that it's open. It's not just the priority list. So there's about 500 and something people on that list. So
right.
So, get an email.
And I imagine a lot of them haven't actually signed up before. They've just registered interest.
No, they might have just signed up for a lead magnet of mine. They might have signed up for a freebie that I'm offering or something like that. So these emails have come from all over. So I'll still message them and say, this is happening. Facebook, I might go and reach out to people who have previously asked about it, and I will message them to say it's happening again, if you're interested, that kind of thing.
Would you say that having that email list and building that email list up has been like pivotal to the business to build that up, so you've got people to directly market at?
I'd say yes and no. I mean, at the moment when I launch a challenge, I'd say I get more from Instagram itself, to be honest. But it's nice to know you've always got their email, because if Instagram went kaput,
you've got that.
You've got that email.
And of this Reshape challenge, 15 people are signing up.
Yeah.
Let's talk numbers now.
Okay.
What are you charging?
Well, if they're 15 only, they'll be on £79 a month, because that's the early bird. There's only 15 early bird spaces.
So they don't pay for the whole thing. They pay for a monthly.
Time, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So a lot of them do it where you pay, I don't know, 200 quid, and that's your 12-week course or whatever, don't they?
Yeah. I do it as a monthly thing, just because, it's normally more affordable for said person. They might think, well, I can account that into my, monthly, whatever, yeah? And also for me, I would rather it come in on a monthly basis and I get paid per month, and not have a load of block payments come in. That's just my preference.
So, roughly speaking, from your Reshape thing, right, you learn maybe £1,200 to £1,500 a month.
If there's 15 on, yeah. If there's any more,
Yeah.
they will not be early bird because there's only 15 spaces for that. They'll pay 97.
Yeah.
Anybody over the 15 threshold.
And I imagine where you really make your money up is from the one-to-ones, right?
They're my bread and butter.
Sure, your bread and butter, right?
Bread and butter.
Now, you don't have to give me exact figures, but based on your business model, if everything were going to plan, right? Yeah.
When's it ever going to plan?
Yeah, I know, but see, like, I know how much money I can physically make on the table.
Yeah.
Right? Max out, and when I say max, a good steady rate, what I aim for every year,
Yeah.
I should be able to make 70 grand a year.
Yeah.
I don't make 70 grand a year, but I should be able to make 70 grand a year.
Right.
So based on your business model, what should you be able to make, or what's your aim to make per year from that?
To be honest, I've never even thought about it. Mine is more the amount of people I could physically take on. You could work it out how much that would be. I'm not sure. But I would have no more than 20 one-to-ones because they are very time consuming. If that was the case, I'd only have 15 people on group at a time.
Yeah.
And some people stay on group after a challenge. So if 10 people stayed on from the last one, I'd only open 5 slots for group because I wouldn't be able to look after everybody.
They might want to keep going, you mean?
Yeah, some of them like to just go again. I'm just going to keep rolling. I'll go next one. It's like, okay. Not everybody wants to go up to one-to-one. Some people are quite happy just having that much support and they don't need that much.
And realistically, like 70 odd quid a month, it's not that unrealistic, is it?
Spend that on 2 takeaways.
Yeah. 160. So I'm paying my 160 a month.
Yeah.
What do I get for my money?
Well, technically you get whatever you need.
Right.
That's what it is. But if you want me to put it into actual stuff, you'll get your diet looked at.
Yeah,
so
looked at.
Not just giving you numbers. I'm going to look through everything that you're doing and say, Shane, right, this is where you're looking up.
Why are you having 6 biscuits every night with a cup of tea?
Maybe not why, but this is where we need to make some adjustments, Shane, because you're not doing a very good job here, mate.
Cut 3 out, just have 3 biscuits.
Just have 3, you know.
Stop being a greedy pig.
Yeah, stop being gluttonous, as I call it. Stop being gluttonous. So, I'd look through your diet and I'd give you actual actionable steps to do. Not just say, here's your calories now, half, you know.
Which is what a lot of people in the industry do, don't they?
Yeah. So you'll get calories and you'll get macros. You'll get something to follow. But I'm not just going to say, right, try and figure that out yourself. I'll say, right, show me what you're doing. Let's figure it out together. Same with exercise. The plan is tailored to the person. Where do they want to be? Home, gym, how much time they got, what equipment they got, what's going off, if they've got injuries. So their plans will be tailored to them. They'll check in every week. They've got access to the app as well, but what they see in the app will be different to what a group person sees in the app. And then they'll get feedback every week with the actual things that we're going to change. And I do it via video. So it's not just, hey, pal, do this. It's
a video call.
It's a Loom check-in. So it's a recorded screen thing. And I'll be showing them what I'm looking at and saying, right, this is good. That needs a bit of work. This is good. This is not. Right, we're going to do this for next week. Da-da-da. These Loom videos are normally about 10 to 15 minutes long because, you know, I can chat. So they get all the information that they need. But they also then get a call if they need it. So if somebody's really struggling or something's not sinking in for them or they're just having a bad day, then we'll jump on Zoom and we'll actually have a chat.
Oh, so with the Loom things, that's just a video message.
That is me recording my screen and sending them the link so they can watch that recording of me analysing stuff.
Yeah. And then as well as that, if they need to, they can get a one-to-one call.
Yeah, because...
Is that at an additional cost or is it in with a package?
No, that's included. Okay. That's included. So on their check-in form, it'll say, do you want to call this week? And they'll just tick yeah. And then I'll reach out and say, when are you free? And then we'll both sit on and have a chat. So they can have them every week if they really want to. Some people do because they want that accountability. And that I didn't want online to be literally online where it's, there you go, check in at weekend, I'll see you in a bit. So mine is very interactive and I'm messaging them every day to see how they're getting on. Have you done that workout that you said you were going to do? That kind of thing.
No.
Why not?
That? No.
Why not?
No,
bad back. Let me change your plan then. If you've got a bad back, you should have told me.
No, Daisy, I'm just a lazy bastard.
Let's get on a call.
Right. So That's so to me that's a fantastic business model. It's really good, and it involves, I'm guessing, a lot of time at home.
A lot
of time at home on your own. Whereas you're somebody who bounces off other people. You've got a lot of energy. You talk a lot. How do you cope with all that time on your own?
That's a good question. I actually don't know, because sometimes I do feel like I'm going a bit mad. I'm not going to lie, and I do get cabin fever. But I go to the gym every single morning during the week.
Without fail?
Without fail. I get up.
So what's your day look like? You get up at, say, what do you get up at?
Well, my alarm's on for 6, but my body clock gets me up between 5 and 5:30. So I'll get up, coffee, gym every morning in the week, because that's my getting outdoors moment.
Yeah.
So I've got to go and do that. Come home, crack on, and I'll crack on till everything's done. I might nip out for a walk in the middle of the day, or I might go on my walking pad.
So have you got a set office room?
Yes.
So you'll come home, and then go straight into your office.
Yeah.
And crack on.
Yeah, and
that's a hard thing to do. And when you're self-employed, to have that motivation and dedication to actually go and do it, and I get it, because, like, you know, if I want in here, I'd be making videos, right? So I get it, but a lot of people struggle with that side of it.
Yeah, it's not easy. I think once you've done it for so long, you are just primed to do it. And I am quite a creature of routine and structure. I'm not saying I can't go without structure. I can. Like on holiday, I'm not like, bloody hell, I need to be super organised and structured. But I thrive on having a routine, even if it's somewhat loose. So that's why I do the gym, come home, do my work. I'm quite like...
Yeah.
Because otherwise I won't get it done.
Do you get lonely?
Yeah, sometimes. But then I do talk to my clients a lot in terms of video. So I don't always feel like I'm completely on my own, because I will be chatting to them face to face, and it's through, a screen. So I've got that element of it. And I am quite a social butterfly at the weekend. So although Monday to Friday I may be locked in my house on my own, Saturday, Sunday I'm not in the house.
Yeah.
I'm out.
What do you do for fun on weekend?
Walking.
Yeah.
That's been one. I'm going hiking this weekend.
Nice.
What are we doing on Saturday? Probably go to Starbucks on Saturday. That's a nice little trip out, isn't it?
Do you consider Starbucks a trip out?
Yeah.
No, it's
Ristretto Bianco.
just pop in and get a coffee, isn't it?
No, sitting there for a bit, have a coffee, have a chat. All the things, going out for meals. Got a couple of meals coming up.
Nice.
The weekend's away.
Nice.
Yeah, go and see my mum for a bit,
I've got some more questions for you, but I forgot what they are.
It's because you've got dementia.
I've not got dementia.
Don't know now, are you?
Wow. You were giving me crap about that last time, about getting old.
Oh.
So you'd say that, like, obviously, you've already mentioned this, but you'd say that Instagram and Facebook get you the most leads.
Yeah.
Mainly Instagram.
Yeah.
I find Instagram gets me a lot. Did you see it the other day, right? A video I put on Instagram went viral. 40,000 views in a day.
Yeah.
In Iran. I mean, come on. So I had to delete that video because I was like, if it were on TikTok or YouTube, I just think, I don't care, leave it, let it go wild.
Yeah.
Right? But on Instagram, I want it for clients. I want it for local people. So I've had to delete it. And then what I've gone and done is I've gone and set up an advert to, like,
target the locals.
Target the locals to almost retrain the algorithm, because I thought, if I post out now, it's just going to show it to Iran.
And they're not coming over here for massage, are they?
No.
I mean, you're good, but you're not that good. They're going to get a flight, are they?
I've got a lady who comes from New York.
Fair enough then, maybe you are that good.
And there's a lady getting a bus from Leeds tomorrow.
A bus, bless her.
A bus. Yeah, let's just move on to the next bit that I was thinking. Yeah, so we've covered a bit of this, but, like, talking of money, is online coaching more profitable than PWT?
I'm gonna say yes, but there's also a no. There's half and half here. I will tell you why.
Where?
There is. It is more profitable, but I've got quite a few overheads, obviously, with online. Yes, you did with in person. It's harder to get clients online, believe it or not. because everyone's online, as in there's loads of coaches that are online, and you are battling for attention and for people to notice you and your business, and you have to build up that relationship, which takes a little bit longer online. Whereas on a gym floor, it's quite easy to get clients.
Talk to them.
Yeah, because they know straight away when they meet you what kind of person you are, and that you do give a shit. You know what I mean? Whereas online, people are a lot more sceptical and they've got a lot more options. So I feel that once I've got clients in, they stay with me for a long time. My retention is really good. So it's quite easy once they're in to keep them and look after them and everyone's happy. Yeah. But, you know, it depends.
So you think there's a lot of competition out there?
I do feel like that, yeah. I feel like with online, anybody could just say this anyway, can't they? And everyone's a coach. Like they'll do a diet and get in good nick, bearing in mind someone else got them in good nick, you know, told them what to do. And then they're like, I'm a coach now. And it's just like, yeah, but you're not though, are you? You've not got the qualifications, the experience. And it's coaches like that end up giving people PTSD, and they're scared to have a coach because they just think, well, I've been burned before by a coach. I don't trust these online coaches. They're all just money grabbing arseholes. And it's like, that's not the case though. So that's what annoys me. That's why it's saturated, I think. It's saturated with probably not the best coaches.
99% of them pricks. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
Right, okay. See, I think of it like this, right, is like, it might be slightly different for you, but like, in my profession, there is a lot of competition, right? In particular, just down the road, there's a massive chiropractic clinic that churns people through like, you know, tomorrow, right? And then there's always loads of people popping up that do sports massage, right? And they charge half what I charge, right? There's sports therapists round here charge £40, and I charge 70.
Yeah.
Right? I don't even try and compete with him. I think bollocks to him. I'm not competing. I don't need to compete. Right? Because to me, it's not about competition. It's about people will come to you because of you.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then, and like you said, word of mouth, people go, oh, yeah, have you been to Shane? He's really good. He sorted this out. Or just go see Shane, you'll be all right with him, sort of thing. Or, because what happens with sports massage is a lot of people end up go for it, and they basically get pummeled after death.
I've experienced that when I had my first massage.
And then they never want to go back again. Right? But, so to me, I'm not fussed about all this other noise.
Yeah.
Right? There could be a million therapists, and what I find is that they come and then they go. And I'm sure that's like yourself. You'll probably see loads of coaches setting themselves up, and then bit by bit they sort of disappear. But if you're in for the long game and you've got that endurance, you just keep seeing them disappear.
Yeah.
Leave them by the wayside, so to speak.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still here 10 years later.
Yeah.
So it can't be that bad, can it?
Not too bad. So if somebody was setting up as a coach, or let's rephrase, let's go back a bit. When you set up and went online, were there any expensive mistakes that you made? Like places where you put money into stuff and it just hasn't worked?
I'd like to think that everything's been a lesson from...
Yeah. Because
I've chucked money at courses. Like, I've chucked thousands at some courses.
I've done it.
I think we've all done it, haven't we? All those, well, a good business owner has.
And then you sort of sit there and think, well, that was rubbish.
Yeah, or I've been like, right, you've not taught me anything new there.
Yeah,
I knew that. So that's like, great, I've just spent £1,000 on this course, and I knew what all that stuff. But then I guess sometimes it's that relearning of it, maybe that refresher. I mean, I don't want to have to pay £1,000 to get refreshed, but you know what I mean. So I think it's more stuff like that. I have had different apps and different things that I've invested money in, and you pay for a year up front and it ends up it's shite, and you're like, great, now I've paid £400 for that thing and I'm not even going to use it. So there's been stuff like that.
I tend to do that with TubeBuddy. I need to remember, I need to cancel that. I've not used it in a year and it cost me £250.
Yeah.
So I need to remember to cancel it before
just stuff like that.
It comes out again.
Yeah, that's it really. But
do you ever use any sponsored adverts on Instagram?
I have never used a sponsored ad as of yet.
Is the reason why? Is it just you don't need to?
Do you know what? I've been thinking about giving it a go. It's just, this is why I've not done it. I'm like, which one do I sponsor? What am I going to put on? Which one? Like, because I put all these posts on. I post every day. So it's like, which one's actually going to get the most eyes on it? Like, what's the most interesting thing that I could post? So that is why I've not done it.
Well, what I do, that if you're thinking of doing that, is I'd look back at your post for the last 30 days.
What's done the best?
What's already done the best on
I
that,
thought you were going to say that.
right? And then I'd pick that. And then I'd check, right? And a good idea for you, if you don't want the texting, whatever it is, right, change it before you boost it.
Right.
Because once you boost it, you can't change it.
Right.
You can't delete it either.
Oh.
So once you create that advert...
That advert is that advert.
It stays like that.
Yeah.
Right? Even after it's run its course, you've got to leave it how it is. So, I don't know. And obviously you want it relevant.
Yeah.
Probably some of your little skits might not be best ones to get clients booking on your course. I don't know. Do they work? Have you found people have booked in from them?
But they've definitely resonated with people, and people have messaged for information about the challenge. But then also I'm one of them. It's like quite funny actually, because I have to sell my course to get people on it. I don't like selling.
No.
I don't like it. I just want people to look and go, do you know what? I like her. I like what she does.
Yeah.
I'll sign up. I'm not that person who's like, and this is why I've not boosted like a sales post, because ideally I want to say, this is my challenge. This is how much it is. Join it.
Well, what I do,
I don't like doing it.
Is rather than trying to sell, do it whereby it just gets eyeballs on your profile.
Follows.
Because
interests.
I've done it before where I've run loads of adverts over years testing them, right? And what I found, if you do an advert and then say it's a link to your sign up now,
Yeah.
right, you'll get very few sign-ups, right? But if you just do an advert that links to your profile, you'll get a lot of new followers.
Yeah.
And then them followers will go for all your other stuff, and then they'll get in touch with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nurtured.
And that works better.
Yeah.
And if it were me, because you've got a couple of different ways it can work. So the first way is you let YouTube pick people like your followers and onwards, right? And this is what a lot of massage therapists click, and it don't work. The reason it don't work is somebody will be down in London, I'm sat here opening Instagram up and seeing their advert for a massage.
Oh.
Because it's showing it to people who follow the massage people, so then it sends it to them.
Right.
So if somebody, if you've got like people that say follow lots of coaches, then they'll go, oh, we like these people. So it might not send it to people you want. If you're just wanting people in the local area,
Yeah.
then you specify, I want it in the local area, and say for you want to go, I want to target women.
Yeah.
And you might say, look, I want to target women between the ages of 25 and 55.
Yeah.
And then you can put in interests, health, weight loss, fat loss, so on and so forth. And it'll tell you how many people it can hit.
Yeah.
And then you set a budget. So you might set a budget of £10 for 10 days. And over the course of that 10 days, you've spent 100 quid, but you might gain 30, 40 followers. But then 30, 40 followers are highly likely to book on. So all you need is one of them to then sign up and do 2 months, and then you get your money back.
Yeah. Yeah.
That easy. It's that easy to do it. I've done it loads of times. I mean, like I said, I'm doing it at the minute because a video went viral in Iran. And since I've been doing it, I don't actually need any bookings. This week's been phenomenal. I've done over 30 hours of hands-on treatment.
Wow.
Just trying to get people in. And my diary's filling up for March. So I don't really need to do it, but I've done it just to sort of fix the algorithm.
Yeah.
And from that, I've had a lady message me saying, oh, wow, I can't believe you're in Yorkshire. I've been looking for someone who does treatments a bit like this, but they always seem to be in America. I want to book the 2-hour session. Right? So straight away, I've got my money back.
Yeah.
I've had 2 people book an hour. So I'm already into profit. And then another 2 people book half an hour. So from me putting £10 a day for 10 days, and it's going to be running for 5, I've brought back nearly £200-300 worth of work. But it's never £200-300 worth of work, is it?
Back.
They'll come back. They'll tell the friend. They'll tell another friend. They'll tell someone else. And so on and so forth. So it is worth doing in that respect.
So what you're saying is, the next challenge in about 6 weeks,
Give it a whirl.
Give it a whirl. See what happens.
Yeah. I mean, even if you just run it for 2 weeks, just to get eyeballs on your page while you're putting them initial posts out every day, just to build that momentum. And then before you know it, you might be like, shit, it's only been a week and I've filled it up.
And I'll be like, shit, I should have done this for the last one.
Yeah.
Why am I waiting so long?
Then you might go, no, maybe I'll do 30 people. Is there a way, right? Because obviously you've said that you can do so many on your group thing and you have so many one-to-one. So how do you grow it?
Well, I wouldn't go any higher on my one-to-ones.
No.
That would just be capped. And plus, I know a lot of people are like, oh yeah, just earn more and more. But I don't want my service ever to drop with them because, no, it's not worth it. So 20 would be a cap on that. When it comes to group, the way that I do group would just have to change a little bit. So it's, there's not much of me required for group, but I do check in with them once a week for a quick check-in. So I'd start splitting them because I check in on a Monday. I do everything on a Monday, all my check-ins for all of them. So if it got where I had that many of them, then I'd just split. So 20 check-ins from group on a Monday, 20 on a Wednesday, let's say. So I'd just have to do more of the checking in on other days, but them days are currently content, whatever other stuff I've got to do in the week.
And that's the thing. If you end up, like for me, like I just said, I've done 30 odd treatments this week. I've made no content. Obviously, we're not making it now.
Yeah.
But what I mean is, I normally film on a Friday.
Yeah.
And then when I've got gaps, I edit. I've had no gaps this week. So I've edited nothing. So all my different YouTube channels have just sat stagnant.
Yeah. Because
I can't physically do that. Because obviously when you're a one-man band, and yes, my son, he does edit some of my YouTube videos. But what I do is I create a first cut. So I put the video together, fix the lighting, fix the sound, give it to him. And he sort of then polishes it up.
Yeah.
But I've not even had time to make any first cuts to give to him.
Right.
So he's getting paid
for doing notes.
To do notes. Okay, at the minute. And I did go through a period where I'm making lots and lots and lots of shorts for YouTube. And you know what? Shorts have been a massive driver of traffic and revenue on the channel at the minute. But again, not made any because I've been so busy. And that's the playoff. You're either dead busy with clients and earning money or you're making content. But to me, that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Right? And as a therapist or a personal trainer or online coach or whatever, sort of like, if you're in this world, I think you should have set hours. And when you're not dealing one-to-one with clients, that time should be spent making content.
Yeah.
So that you get to that point where you're dealing with clients all the time.
Yeah, and you're struggling to make content, but you don't really need to make as much anyway.
You don't need to make it because you're making the money.
You're full enough with what you're doing.
You're making you're making the money, so you don't need to make the content. But you know, so it works out well.
Balances it, doesn't it?
Yeah. If you were to start tomorrow, right? Say you want an online coach.
Okay.
And say after COVID, you've gone back to being a PT, but you have the knowledge of an online coach. You've got the knowledge you got now.
Yeah.
And you're going to start your online business tomorrow. What would you do differently?
Do you know what? And this has been playing on my mind a little bit. I've been thinking about doing it, but I don't think I will because my page is growing now. But I'd have started a new Instagram because I started my fitness business through my personal Instagram page. Do you know I had all your personal stuff on it and personal people who followed me because they were my mates, or I'd have had a fresh, clean business start on that.
Full slate.
Yeah, I'd have done, that's your personal one. You've been using that for personal. Set up a new one. I never did that. So I feel like growth has been a lot harder on that page, and there's probably people on there who's been on there since I first got Instagram. How old would I have been? Like 16, 17? So probably. So I'd have done a brand new page for a start. That's the first thing.
When I was 16, Instagram didn't exist.
Because he's old.
Not that old. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's partly why I've done this YouTube channel. Because I did try and put a couple of videos actually on my main channel. Just didn't work. I didn't sound interested. They don't care. They just want to watch me doing massages.
Yeah.
Right? But ultimately, I knew when I did it that it was the wrong move. That in order to grow, you grow in a totally different audience. For you, your audience is not the kids you went to school with.
No.
It's not your mum and dad.
No.
It's people that just want to lose weight and get better and feel better about themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you're absolutely right. You should have started a fresh slate.
That would have been the day one thing that I would do differently.
What else would you do?
That's probably the main thing is that. Because I think everything else has worked out great right now. Do you know, if I'd gone straight onto the app I've got and done all the things that I do now, it wouldn't have been a journey. Like, I've made loads of mistakes. But those mistakes, I think, were made to happen.
I 100% agree. 100% agree that you've got to make the mistakes to get to where you are now, right? But say I'm going to set up an online coaching business.
Right, and I'm telling you what to do.
Right, so I'm Dave. I go to the gym. I'm a PT. I've got my nutrition certificate. And I think, right, I've been doing this PTing for a bit. I want to be an online coach. I come to you and I say, Daisy, what do I do? You've already said, right, for kick-off, get rid of that Instagram, set up a new one, right? So now I'm called Online Coaching by Dave. What's the next thing I'd do?
Figure out who your clients are, who's your niche, who you're talking to, who do you want to work with. That'd be first thing.
And how niche do you think you need to go in that?
If you'd have asked me that at the start, I'd have been like, female. Now, I think you should go into it. I think you should go deeper on your niche, because if you're just a fat loss coach, which I know I say I am, but I help people who have struggled with that yo-yo dieting, that binge eating, restrict cycle. Like, I'm a bit more specific, a bit more niche. So I'm not sort of talking to all these people. I'm talking to a smaller funnel, but then I can get them better results. I can get anybody results, but I feel like niching down is better, because when somebody who is your ideal client hears that, they're like, God, that's me. Whereas if you're just talking weight loss, just in general,
but
it's not the same.
Do you think this is too niche then? Right. So I know this guy, right? He's a young lad, 21, 22. He's kind of done what you've done. He's got on bodybuilding thing. He got his son jacked. He went on stage. And then after he'd done that, he told me, Shane, he says, I'm going to become a PT. I'm going to become a coach. I went, all right, fair enough. I says, so when you open your books, I says, I might come down. He says, oh, no, you won't. Why? And he says, I am going to specifically work with people under the age of 23. I went, you what? He went, I just want to work with people 19 to 22. He says, and I prefer to work with women who are into fitness. And I thought,
What's get his end away?
Bet you do.
Straight away I'm thinking, Perth.
Yeah, he just wants to get laid, basically, doesn't it?
Oh, good Lord.
Right? But that is surely too niche and the wrong way to do it.
I mean, an age bracket's not even really a niche, is it?
No, it's not a niche.
It's just like that, because otherwise my niche
It might
is
as well be
massive.
saying what he's willing to date, Annie.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I only want to date girls from that age to that age. But he was actually on about...
A niche would
clients.
be big-breasted, blonde, over 5'6". But you know, that's niche.
I'm liking that niche.
He only massages that niche.
From tomorrow,
This is my niche.
there'll be a sign up on the
I
door.
wonder.
You're only allowed in if you're blonde hair and you've got big boobs.
And you're between these ages.
I'm joking, by the way.
Oh, God,
obviously.
that's so
Never do
funny.
that.
But that's literally what he's done, that PT lad.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
God.
obviously that isn't niching down, is it?
No. That's being an idiot.
That's being an idiot.
Yes.
So niching down is saying, look, I'm going to work with women who have got these particular issues,
Yeah.
which is fair.
These particular struggles. And it could be something like their interests as well. Like, a lot of my clients are a bit unhinged, like me. A bit weird, but we like this. We like similar stuff.
You vibe off each other.
Yeah, so we all get on really well, and when we meet up, we have a great time. And like, I think it's that's part of the niche, as well as like what you help people with. But then that creates that nice community, because everyone's sort of vibing. Like, if I had some not odd people, but people who didn't fit my little mold, they might not fit in very well with that group. And communities, like I say, it's a big thing of my coaching, is bringing people together.
You see, I don't think I've ever really niched down, but I agree as a therapist, you should. You should go out. I said I didn't niche down. I did and I didn't, right? So I used to view it almost like I was a GP, a general practitioner that helped people with pain.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Whereas I think some therapists, they niche down too much too quick. So I think it's better to, in the early days as being a therapist, is keep your niche slightly wide.
Yeah.
Because you might not, you might say, I'm only going to work with people with X, Y, and Z, right? But then you might find, actually, well, I quite enjoy doing this stuff over here.
Yeah, but that's just like me being a PT. I helped everybody in PT days. You want a PT, I'll be a PT. Male, female, don't care what's up with you. That made me a better coach because I learned about different injuries and how to deal with them and whatever. And I also started to understand what I enjoyed. And it was obviously I can help men. You're actually a lot less complex than us women, believe it or not.
No shit.
Yeah, it's easier to get men in shape. But then I knew that women needed probably more of that emotional and mental support. I thought, do you know what, I like that. I enjoy that. I like that side to it. And then you've got hormonal stuff and blah, blah. But over time, you do start to find what you're good at. So I do think it's a good thing to be a bit wider on your niche, unless you know what you're good at, what you're going to provide and what your thing is. When I first started PTing, I'd never been a binge eater, had I? So I'd never had that. I would just PT. But then as I've gone through my little journey, I know what I'm good at now. I know what I've lived experiences I've had and what's made me the coach I am today. So I know what I can sort.
Amazing. What is the hardest thing about being an online coach? And I'm going to also throw into that mix, and have you ever experienced burnout being an online coach?
I think the hardest thing is spinning all these plates. I do think it's spinning all the plates, and your mind's constantly racing. Like, I wake up at night and I'm like, have I done this? Oh, I've got to do that. Write that down. Like, it's just a constant thing. So I would say that is the hardest thing, is wearing all the hats and doing all the things and having to remember things. And then you get an idea, shall I try and do this? But I need to still spin that plate over here. But then I really want to work on this thing. And it's like a constant. That's what I feel.
I feel like that's what I do.
That is literally like, you like that?
Yeah. Because I'm like, right, I've got the clinic, right? And then I'm like, oh, and I've got a shop now. I've got a shop going. Going. Oh, and I'm bidding my own product over. Have you seen my massage good? I'll show you my massage goodies. I've got my own product, Shiatsu Shane Massage guns. Yeah. And then I've got my online courses. And then I'm over here. And then I'm over here. And then I'm like...
And then you're like, oh, I've actually got to wash my hair. Oh, I've actually got to do my own stuff. Oh, I've got to put bin out on Monday.
Oh, I've already shaved half my head.
Yeah, literally. It's just like, it's constant. I mean, I wouldn't change it for a world. And I think I'm so used to it now because I've done it for so long. Like, it is just normal for me to be like that. And I'm very organised and everything's always written down and whatever. So it's not, I wouldn't say it's a problem, but there are times, and I don't know if you feel like this, because I don't have an holiday even when I'm on holiday. Like, my laptop goes with me, so I'm still working, maybe not as normal, granted, but I'm still working while I'm away.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, sometimes you do just wish, could I have a week off? But it doesn't exist.
Just turn it all off.
It doesn't exist. And like, people might say, yeah, but it does. You just don't. No, I've got clients who pay me money. I will always be there for them, even if I'm on holiday or whatever I'm doing.
The other thing is, even if you turned off, you can't turn that off.
No, I'm still sat there thinking, feel really guilty for this. I should probably do something. Like, fingers are going. I'm watching Netflix and I'm not even watching it. Thinking I need to still do that. I should be sitting here like this. Yeah, I feel really bad, don't I?
So how do you organise it all? Like, is it literally just breaking to-do lists everywhere?
I am a to-do lister, yeah. So I know everything down, like brain dump everything in my head. And I will obviously mark them off as I go. But some things are reoccurring. Like, it might be every Monday's check-ins. Every Tuesday I start my planning of content. Or, you know, there's things that are always there. But then there's things that get added on.
I love that you plan your content. I didn't wing it.
I plan it.
Come up with just ideas. I'll do that at some point.
Well, because I post every single day, and I feel like some things can't be winged. Like, I might need to say a certain thing, like a challenge, for example. It's like, right, that's happening on these dates, so that content.
So you've got to make content for that.
Yeah, that needs to be sort of planned. I can't just go, hey, up, challenges on next week, get yourself signed up. It's like, right? I feel like there's a bit more thought that maybe needs to go into that. I do spontaneous content where I'm like, I like that, that's funny, I'll put that out today.
Yeah.
So I leave gaps in my calendar for raw stuff. But
Nice.
when I'm doing like 31 days of content, I can't be spontaneous 31 days.
No, it's got to be planned on it. You've got to lead up to something almost as well.
Yeah, there's got to sometimes be a bit of structure there.
So then, with you spinning all these plates, have you ever burnt out?
I mean, I've never burnt out to a point where I'm like, oh, I feel ill, like there's something wrong with me. But there are times where I'm just like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done with this shit.
Yeah.
I literally, and I go through it probably once a month where I go,
Yeah.
I literally say to myself, fuck this shit. I'm just going to get a normal job. Excuse me, sorry about that. But that's what, honestly, I get like that quite a bit. And I just think, why don't I just get a normal job? Because them lot seem all happy. But then I'm like, yeah, but you love what you do.
That's
So-
the key, innit? It's enjoying what you're doing, loving what you're doing, being your own boss. And I'd say having more time for yourself, but you don't.
I've tried to make the most of more time recently, though. I do try and not work at a weekend, which has been tough because your brain is saying you've got shit to do.
Yeah.
But then also there's that you can't just work to live. Like, live to work. You've got to work so that you can live. So I have recently, more so, tried to have that rule of like, no, I will still always message my clients. That's a given. That never changes. But I will not feel guilty for playing on my little game or, going out for a walk or going out for a drink or something, because I don't want to get to 50 or 60 and think, God, I've not done much, have I? I've just been on my laptop for the past 40 years.
And that's the thing, you've got to try and get that balance. I mean, that's why, I have the caravan and I have axe throwing, right? It brings you that little... If I axe throwing more than out, because I can't be using my phone, I'm throwing axes, can I? So for, a couple of hours, your mind's clear, you're throwing axes at targets. I know it sounds a weird thing to do, but
Whatever floats your boat.
it works, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like playing on games.
I like playing on games, can't deny it.
No.
Currently playing a game on my phone that's been going on for 90 days so far.
Well, you're not playing Disney Dreamlight Valley though, are you? So, no friend of mine. Sorry, Shane.
No, I play Supremacy in 1914, which is like a World War I war game. I'm even in a clan.
I'm in a dream team.
Anyway, so now you found out that we're in clans and dream teams, I think we can wrap things up. Is there anything more you'd like to add to this, Daisy, before we do?
Not really, but thanks for having me on for your first little chat. It's been lovely.
No worries. And we're now going to actually get on the table and have a massage. So, that's all from me for today. Goodbye.